Having left with no other option, we go to the Delhi High Court. In a landmark judgment, the Delhi High Court restrains this guy, the new company, from infringing the software, the copyright in our software, because we are able to show the High Court, look, these are exact apple-to-apple comparison, and you can't have a more classical case of stealing without application of mind. In addition, the High Court further directs that the service providers or the web hosts will now not allow transfer of the websites. Further, they direct that all the money is coming into the particular bank accounts of the concerned company are kept under an attachment order. Here, the monies can come in, but the guys can't take the monies out of the bank accounts. The matter is currently sub judice. A classical case of how individuals think, look, cybersecurity breaches something in the horizon. I can do it, I can't be caught. The reality is you can be caught very easily. And it's not about a company, it's about a variety of different scenarios when I talk about cyber security. I was listening to the conclusions of the various sessions, and I agreed with almost all that was being said by the various speakers. Yes, it's the need of the hour. But how much are we doing? I think pretty little. How much is the government doing? Virtually zero. Is the government doing anything? That's a big question I have not been able to find an answer of. We have been trying the last so many years to tell the government, please amend the Indian IT law, the Indian cyber law, because it is a baby that was born in the year 2000. The baby is grown up. The environment has changed. The concept and the perspectives of the times have changed. Gone are the days where India wanted a legislation for enacting for the purposes of promoting electronic commerce. We now require a legislation or provisions which can effectively control breach of computers, computer systems, and computer networks in an effective manner. And these, say, 7-8 years that it takes to get a case registered or investigated or finally convicted is a very, very tall order. Nobody in the IT industry has got the patience to go about it. I'll tell you of this case that we got registered in the year 2002. A case of hacking. Classical case. This is the case of one company having its corporate website. The corporate website was very much having a lot of information-rich website. It got hacked one fine day, and we had a message which talked about certain derogatory stuff about the managing director of the concerned company. We were able to go through the computer logs, show through the IP addresses. It landed at a particular former employee of the company who, out of sheer frustration of having been thrown out of the company, decided that he must hack into the website. He was tracked down, a case was registered. That's 2002. Today we are end of 2008. We haven't seen much progress in that case. Now, if you were to ask me how many convictions have happened in our country on cybercrime, then I will say you would be surprised to know the total number of answers is 2. 2 convictions, billion plus country, the IT superpower of tomorrow, and a law that refuses to be properly implemented. A law that does not give any effective remedy to accused persons or to the affected persons. Can you believe it? In our country, we have still, till date, not have had a single conviction on hacking. Not a single conviction on theft of computer source code. Not a single conviction on breach of security. What are the convictions that we have had? 2 convictions. One for cheating, online cheating, by a call center employee who misused somebody's credit card number, RFC case, and earlier this year, Dr. L. Prakash of Chennai was sentenced to life imprisonment for obscenity. He was actually making blue films and marketing them on the internet. He was caught and finally he was punished. These are the only 2 instances of any kind of convictions. Lot really desires to be done. And today, when everybody wants to get rich overnight, I think security assumes center stage. If you go another 20 kilometers down, you come to Gurgaon. Gurgaon, there's a company, small company, but 35 odd people. This company company is in a unique business. They are in the area of artificial intelligence. What do? They are creating softwares which, when fed with parameters, will be able to automatically do trading in shares. That means you feed your parameters in the computer and the computer will take